brand Hire held a press conference in Tokyo, where legendary figure skater Yuzuru Hanyu, 2014 Sochi and 2018 Pyeongchang Olympic gold medalist, unveiled a new commercial. Figure skater Yuzuru Hanyu appeared on VTR for the Hire Group/Hire Japan Market Branding Global Strategy presentation on December 17th. There are two contrasting themes: the Hire Myself vs. Myself version, in which Hanyu shows powerful performances such as quadruple toe loops in a blue suit, and the Aqua Never-Ending Challenge version, in which he gracefully performs in a white suit. Both commercials showcase Hanyu-san's contrasting performances and announce a new challenge for the dual brand. Hanyu, who was the lead athlete, voiced the brand slogans of Hire and Aqua, Beyond Yourself, and Innovation as he gracefully skated and danced on the ice, as well as his serious expression during the preparation. How he continues to overcome difficulties even after achieving success has become the focus of attention. During the filming, Hanyu checked the suits he was wearing to ensure they fit properly and honed his concentration to look perfect. Sympathetic to Hire and Aqua's brand philosophy of constantly striving to become the best in the world, and wanting to try his hand at becoming the best in the world, he performed a quadruple toe loop, a very difficult jump that was not in his plans. It felt like he was reshooting the performance until he was satisfied with it. He has already garnered a lot of feedback on X, with comments such as, "This is so cool, the white suit looks great," and "pure white prince." The press conference also released a video of a special interview with Du Jinghua, vice president of Hire Group. Hanyu revealed the secret, saying, "In Hire, where the key message is surpass yourself, I tried to express the challenge of myself who has won first place in the past and the feeling of strength and speed." Hire Vice President Du Jinghua said, "I am impressed by how Mr. Hanyu continues to overcome difficulties without feeling satisfied even after winning the Olympics." He smiled happily and said, "Thank you. It's an honor," he replied and continued, "I don't think I'm the only one who's special. I believe that everyone faces challenges in their lives. I think there's a difference between being seen and being reported. Lately, I've been thinking that this is the case. It's about living." In November, Hanyu was appointed as the brand ambassador for Hire and Aqua. Even after achieving numerous successes, Hanyu continues to challenge himself to achieve even greater heights, which is in line with Hire's management philosophy that led to his appointment. "Since I received this offer, I've had many opportunities to see Hire and Aqua products, and each product has a very high level of design that leaves a lasting impression. As an athlete, I really liked the fact that it was designed." In the videos, Hanyu will showcase his flexible skating. In particular, he tries to express as much as possible about things like trying to do quadruple jumps over and over again, the strength that he can only show on the ice, and the willpower to solve problems that only arise from making decisions. "I did everything I could," he said, resulting in two videos that he put a lot of effort into. Agent Ari Zakarian, who represents Ilya Malinin, compared the American figure skater to Yevgeny Plashenko and Yuzuru Hanyu. Every person is talented in their own way. Plashenko and others made a huge contribution to figure skating, so you can't say that Malinin is the most talented. When Genya appeared, everyone understood that he was a super athlete. I remember how in 1997, I think in Milan, during an exhibition performance, he jumped 7 triple axels and 4 quadruples. Metaratings quotes Zakarian as saying, "And then there's Hanyu. He's also a very talented person, as if from another planet. I don't know when another Hanyu will be born in the world. So you can't say that Ilya is more talented than these guys. They have Olympic and World Championship medals behind them, and we are only at the beginning of our journey." Do you remember the beginning of little Yuzuru's journey? 4-year-old Yuzuru was introduced to figure skating in the spring of 1999 thanks to his older sister Saya, and in the summer of the same year he himself stood on skates. Yuzuru. At first, my sister attended short-term figure skating courses. Very soon, she was enrolled in a figure skating school and I followed her. That's how I ended up in sports. For me, a 4-year-old, my sister, who is 4 years older, was definitely the person I looked up to. But at the same time, I saw her as a rival and always thought that one day I would surpass her. At that time, I had a strict coach who kicked me out of the rink every day. I wonder why that was? I tried my best, but I probably didn't listen well to what the coach was telling me, laughs. But little Yuzuru's efforts were not in vain. In February 2000, he took part in his first competition. The legendary figure skater's first program and first competition began with the program Ultraman Gaia, Coach. Masami Yamada choreographed it at Yuzuru's request. Yuzuru. I went to the coach and said, please create a program to Ultraman Gaia. Laughs. I really liked that series. For the first time in my life, I participated in a competition. I went out on the ice and skated to the center of the rink on one leg and then tried to immediately take the starting position, but I couldn't stop and fell right there. Then I finally took the right pose. That's how it started. Ultraman Gaia is a 1-minute program in which I showed everything I could. At the end, I left the ice without saying goodbye to the audience. The decision to end his career at that time was a surprise for the honored coach of Russia, Tatiana Tarasova. She dreams of visiting the ice show while she is alive. It was unexpected that Hanyu ended his career. He is an outstanding skater, extraordinary, with a very bright personality, not like everyone else. I love him very much. He had a wonderful long career, since 2010 at international competitions. If he decided so, then so be it. Hanyu will do his own show. I wish him luck. I am sure that he will make the show very interesting. Hanyu ended his wonderful career. Thank him very much for such a wonderful path that we were able to watch. He always has such programs, records, jumps, and all the skating. There were great personalities in figure skating, and Yuzuru Hanyu is definitely one of them. Yuzuru wrote that he wants to create his own theater, his own show. I hope that I will still have time to go and see his show, which will be as wonderful as he is. I wanted to thank Yuzuru Hanyu for the career that we were all lucky enough to see since 2010. From his very first performance at international competitions. No one will ever forget how Yuzuru skated. He was a bright and unforgettable athlete who was unlike anyone else. I think we will not see a skater of his level with a bright personality and a colossal technical arsenal for a long time. Everything comes to an end. He made the right decision.